Good afternoon, Flosstube. It's Lori of MischievousStitches. I want to welcome all of you to my channel today. I'm very glad that you stopped by to visit with me because I have lots to share. I have haul, I have freebies, I have gifties, I have fully finished items, I have scissors, and I have flamingos. So let's get started. I'm going to try to make this video. I haven't filmed in 2 weeks. I thought I would change up the way I did the videos, but I'm going to go back to the way I did them. The 2 weeks just doesn't really work for me because I'm very forgetful. Even when I'm doing them every week, I've tried to combat that, but I have a little cubby now that through the week or through the days, things that I might finish, things that I might purchase that come in the mail, things that I've worked on, I stick in that cubby so when I do a video, I can keep up, share with you what I've been doing over that time and not leave anything out. Well, I leave things out, and it's worse now that I've got 2 weeks. So I think that next week you're going to see me again on Sunday instead of 2 weeks from Sunday. It just works better for me. The videos are shorter that way. I know some people like longer videos, but I get a lot of comments that people like the shorter videos. So, and they're easier for me too. It's easier to do, say, a 15-20 minute video, and the prep is about an hour versus a 2 week video, because the videos are longer, which the prep time's longer. So I'm going to go back to that starting next week. But recently, excuse me, recently I had the chance to get together with some South Carolina stitchers at the Stitch to Stitch and Thrift. The whole premise of that is to get together and to reuse these patterns that we no longer want. So you can swap, you can give them away as freebies, you can sell what you have, your fabric or whatever, if you'd like. It's all up to you. But it's just a reason to get together to stitch, and I enjoy it. So I have some freebie things to share, and then things that gifties that people pass along. So some of the girls I was with, we get together pretty often, and we always have a theme, and it's based on maybe a conversation we had, something that's going on in someone's life. And this time, one of the friends, Kylie, had become a wildlife rescuer. And it all started when she found, on the way home from work late one night, she found some babies. The mom had been hit, and the babies were just wandering the road. And she stopped and picked them up, and in finding someone to rescue them, someone to nurture them so they're old enough to fend for themselves, she became interested in becoming a wildlife rescuer through that rescuer. And as of, I think, last weekend, she had another group of babies that she was nurturing. I think there were 5 or either 6. So our theme was possums. And in being possums, we had also gotten shirts that stay trashy, and it had a possum and a raccoon, and I think there was a skunk on it. It was just something fun to do so that we just kind of keep current with what we're doing together, but also bring those conversations forward. So a lot of the gifties, not all, but a lot of them are based on that theme. So one of the girls, we got this, and it's just a little tiny plastic trash can like so many of us push out to the front of our homes every week to be picked up. And there were possum stickers put all over it. Inside it was full of candy. And then there was also a needle threader on a pink ribbon. Who can't use another needle threader? And I was lucky enough to win one of these. And this has been something that I have been doing, so you'll see some more of these as well, is when I'm around that certain group of girls, I often flock them. I'll bring flamingos in some way, shape, or form. And so because I was with them when I had the opportunity to choose my bag, I chose this one, and it's a Steno Stitches, which I love her bags. And I'm so happy when I'm around her so that I could, you know, see what she has new. But this is the first time I've won one of her bags, and they are really my favorite. So it just has a snap here. And then inside, she's kind of changed it up, and maybe this is just a variation of the one that I normally get. But this one has a pouch here, and there's Gifties all in here. And then there is a vinyl zippered pouch on this side. You've got a thread bed here. As you can see, this is felted, and then this is a needle minder here. And of course, because of it's like a book, if you have a Q-snap or even a Nerd hoop, the smaller ones, you can put them in there, and even the closure allows you the space between the two to store it in there so you can put it in your bag. So I love her pouches. And you can find her, I think her tag, yeah, her tag is here. Sorry. She is on Etsy. I will link her below. I've linked her below before. She is, like I said, a South Carolina stitcher. And I just love her bags. So I'll link her here if you're interested. You can have a look. But I really loved the Flamingos. And you're gonna see more of those. So then I'm gonna share with you the Gifties that was received. Let me move some of this stuff around. So this is just some of the candy. I just put them all in a bag. These are the things I haven't gotten to. I like candy, but I don't eat it a lot. Usually it'll sit in a bowl on the counter, and I eventually take it to work because I just don't go through it fast enough. So what all do we have here? There was a little freebie pattern that was designed, and I don't know if I could share it, so I won't, but everything that was needed for it, the fabric, the threads, and everything was put inside here on bobbins with some backing fabric. And we got the pattern and instructions to finish it up. And I didn't even notice this, or maybe I did. Yeah, there's some more possum stickers. And there's a needle minder that someone gave us. There's actually two needle minders. This one has this one's so cute with the little bee. And this one is a butterfly. So I'm gonna put those things back in here. And then I got this sweet little bag from a sweet, sweet lady. And she's got all types of little needle cross stitcher accessories in here. There is another needle minder. And I love the backing that she has on this. It's the smooth, bubbled, and you know, it's just with a magnet on the back, but it makes it so easy to get off of your project. There's some peels, a couple of peels. And if you're not familiar with these, a lot of people will use these peels on their scroll rods if they have their piece on a frame, and it just helps to hold and secure the fabric on there. There is some of the traveling scissors and some of the new, it's like a couple different kind and a couple of sizes. Oh yeah, there's 3 different sizes of this one. They're all the new plastic bobbins. These look like the ones that will hold the DMC sleeve with the number on them. Those are really cool. And there's also a couple of these in here. If you've not seen these are also bobbin holders. So you put your bobbin, since I have one, you put your bobbin on here like this, and then you just join the ends and screw the larger portion on. And there's a bobbin ring. So there's a couple of those in there. And then there's also one of these, and it's like a Teflon covered magnets. You can see the magnet in there. And I know that these people sometimes use these when they have scroll rods as well. And this would loop around the rod, and this would hold them, excuse me. This would hold the fabric taut. The pieces, the edges that are not actually on the rod. So that's there, and let me stick all these in there. And then one of the girls I see I have sticker. I put this away before I shared what was inside. But inside the Steno Stitches bag, someone gave a pouch. And again, let me pull this candy out. I don't want it, you know how when some candies get older, they'll leak. They'll start, and I don't want that to happen, so let me pull it out. So it's just a little pouch, and it's a pencil pouch, and it had candy and this. Mine happened to have bells on them. Everyone got one that most of them were patriotic themed. But not all of them had bells, and everybody really loved the bells that were on these things but we had fun with them. So I'm gonna stick this in there. Don't you just love little gifties and little trinkets? So fun, so fun. And then one of the ladies had such a great idea. I'm hoping to do something similar for my Christmas cards this year. I'm going to show this to you because she is a floss tuber. And this picture, so she had note cards made. She'd found that her mother has passed this year, and she had note cards made from one of the photos she found of her in her mom's things of her and her best friends when she was a child. And so I believe this one is the mother, but it says your vibe attracts your tribe. So true. And then there's her information. Let me see if I can hide behind so you can see it. So, Southern Yankee Stitcher. So she's on Instagram and on Flosstube. And I just have a couple here, but what a great idea. So when you're sending my Christmas cards out, say I had an old picture of myself at Christmas or my children's old pictures from Christmas, so personal, and just, I love the idea of that. So I want to try to do that myself this year. Then I also was gifted, again, more possum stickers. And I had gifted some possum stickers too. So we had plenty of possum stickers. And someone brought some temporary tattoos. And there were women putting those on too, just having fun, doing things I haven't done anything like that in years. So let me I'm trying to keep everything straight, so bear with me. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna fit in there correctly. I don't wanna zip the zipper. I hate it when my zipper catches my fabric or edges of the pattern. Okay, it fit in there fine. And then the last thing, that was a giftie is, again, the overall theme was, and that wasn't the last giftie, I'm looking at one in the center. This is one of the gifties, was this project bag. And if you look, you can see trash cans, possums, raccoons, half-eaten apple cores. And even the zipper pull has a possum on a trash can. How cool is that? Stay trashy. Let's see, and then my daughter-in-law was with me, and she had made this pouch for me, and it's a makeup bag, and it has a handle here. So it's a travel makeup bag, but it's full of just gifties and things. So a notebook and a pen. More possum stickers. And this is some of the pattern cards. So this one has fabric hues, floss type, substitution, and then pattern designer start and end date and the amount of stitches. And then there's some scissors. Scissors, hold on. I'm gonna show you the scissors, but I'm not gonna show you the fob because that's a finished item I wanna share with you in a minute. But my friend Kylie gifted these to me, and that's Flamingos. So you have purple, pink, and hot pink flamingos on these scissors. And then I was also gifted with these, and they're Color Street nails, but you notice anything on those? Flamingos. Aren't they so cute? Normally, when I'm working daily, excuse me, I keep my nails very short because it does no good for me to try to grow them out. I'll pop them in a minute there at work, and I've been out with my husband, so they're longer than they've been in a while, and I still pop them, but not quite as bad. And I was waiting, I didn't want to use those till I let my nails grow out a little bit, because the last time I tried them, my nails are too short for them. So when you're trying to get the edges smooth around the edge of your nail and the edge of the Color Street nails too, I went too far, too deep. I sanded off too deep, and I don't want to go through that again. So I'm trying to let my nails grow out so that I can actually put those on and give them a try. And then I think that's it for that. I'm going to try to put all that together. And then I also got this scissors fob, which I'm going to keep to the side because I had forgotten about it. And this is from Sandy and Sherry. I've got a new pair of scissors. I want to put those on. So that's the Gifties from Stitch and Thrift. And then I was flopped. So there's a few friends that when I'm near them, I get a chance to see them because we don't see each other often. I flopped them with Flamingos. Well, this time I was flopped. And I think there was more than one person that was flocking, because every time I turned around, there was another flamingo. I'm so glad Hank is outside. There's another. And they just keep going. And this is not all. There's some that's not even in here with me. It was fun, but I like to be the flocker, not the flocky. Okay, so I also have some haul. I apologize. Excuse me just a second. My throat's scratchy. Okay, this is Erin Elizabeth. I love everything about this pattern. When I saw it, I was like, I need it, I need it. I don't need it, but I need it. And I love these shades of green are my favorite. I love the olive toned shades of green. And I think this coming year, I'm gonna try to focus on doing some strawberries, and I have another pattern I'll share with you in a minute that I got from a freebie table. But this is one of the ones I wanna do in the coming year. So I'm excited about this one. I don't have the fabric or threads. It calls for DMC, so I do. I have the threads. I just need to get some fabric for this one. And I think it's so cute. Just love everything about it. And then along with that, I ordered these as soon as I saw them posted from Barefoot Needlework, and they were, now there's another set, but this is the summer series from Primrose Needlework. This is I've stitched 2 of these this year. I've stitched the Valentine, which I stitched in a different color, but this one, I mentioned the color only because I love these colors. I'm not crazy about that yellow. Beautiful design. Summer says everything. It says yellow, sunshine, flowers, just reminds you of the beach, but it wasn't, I just don't care for the yellow. So like with the Valentine, which I changed to chocolate, I want to say chocolate cherry, and stitched it with a cottage garden thread, I have Sea Change that I'm gonna stitch this one with. So I'm gonna change the color. Like I said, beautiful color, beautiful design. Just did not speak summer to me the way this does. Because I love the beach, I love the mountains, I love the beach, and this says beach to me. And while getting these, I got another needle minder, little Buzzy Bee, and one of their little stickers. It says, honeybees and stitching please. And I picked up a new Prairie Schooler for Christmas. Isn't he so cute? I have a Christmas ornament, and it is a plush Christmas ornament, but it's plaid, just like this. And then, in my last video, I shared with you a Mill Hill kit that I had recently stitched, Christmas themed, and it was cardinals. Was it winter cardinals? But it was cardinals. I had finished it up into a wooden frame that I painted, and so I needed another, and I picked out this one. So this one is winter greens, and again, reds and greens together. Oh, love it. Love it. Now, I love this year, I think my theme this year inadvertently was perforated paper. This one is a yellow. It's going to be really easy to stitch on. A lot of times they're white. And I look forward to stitching this one soon in time for Christmas. But I'm going to segue into what I'm working on right now. I've picked up another of these, and if you've been watching me this year, you know I've been doing a lot of these ornaments, and I'm working on Vam-Purr by Satsuma Street. I have one problem with this one. Love her stuff. Love the big chunky blocks of colors to stitch. Love the sequins. Love she has minimal on the beading of these, and Mill Hill is very saturated with beading. These are not. I love everything about them. I love that they're completed kits, minus your scissors, everything about these. But see the cat and the colors, so basically red, white, and black, or shades of gray, which is black and white. You know, that's basically what the colors are, and look what color. Now, with a white door behind it, you can see it just fine, but being home with my husband, I have moved my stitch. I usually stitch up in my stitch room. I have the overhead light on. I have two lights shining on me, one over my shoulder and one closer that has a magnifier in case I need it. And most of the time I don't, especially stitching on these, but it's there. And now I'm stitching with my old light in the living room with the TV stand. And I started this last night. And I can't see this very well. So I want to stitch while the light's still shining pretty good outside and try to do maybe his ears. I want to try to finish it tonight, but if not, I'll get very close. But the black, stitching black on black is difficult, even perforated paper. Other than that, I have nothing to say about that. If you don't have struggle with your eyesight, you'll be fine with this. But that's just me. But this is the third. This will be the third or either the fourth of the Halloween series she has that I've stitched this year. And I have plans for those, and I hope I'll be able to share those plans with you in October, because I should have enough done by then to do that. So that's what I've been working on that I started last night. And why? Because I have two finishes. I have two full finishes. So I have this piece that was on the scissors I couldn't share with you. And this is Liberty. And it's from the Mighty Fabulous line from Street. Street is the Silver Street. I know I'm saying Silver Creek. Silver Creek Samplers. I know I was saying that wrong. Sorry, Donna. But I picked this up with Kylie, my friends Kylie and Mona, and we stitched it together, and I was the last one to finish up. They finished theirs by hand, you know, and you know, have you ever done a sale with people you just usually are sending pictures back and forth, text messages, and they finished theirs up and they both stitched theirs by hand, and I tried to do by machine, so I'm not going to point out my little errors, but I see my little errors. And the thing I did like is that she suggests in the instructions that you use the orts from stitching this to stuff this, which means it's very sparse inside. But I started thinking, that's exactly how a tea bag is. A tea bag is usually when you hold it up, all the tea is down here. And that's how this is. So as you can see, it's not very puffy, it's kind of flat. I will say I made a mistake, and I wish I hadn't. I did put a lightweight pellon on the back of my stitching. And because it's such a small thing, when I tried to turn this last night, I finally ended up taking a chopstick, which I use for my turning normally, and really had to push. And I was concerned I would distort the stitches, pull the stitches. So don't be Lori. Don't, if you ever purchase this or you have this, it's a cute little fob, please do not put pellon on your piece. Trust Diane Griggs or Diane Randall's process and follow her instructions. Because I did not know better than she did. And then last week and the week before, let me see, last week, I didn't stitch very much last week. But I started this, I believe, the week before last with my friend Donna. And this is Vineyard Faire. We started and finished. She's already finished and made hers in. I just finished the chenille on this piece, and I used Lady Dot Creates Grape Fizz chenille. You want to see it? So this is it. I stuffed it to within 1 inch of its life. My sweet friend Christine gave me some, I think it was wool roving, wasn't it, Christine? And I said, I want to put that to use because it's still sitting here, and I think I've had it for 2 years now, and I wanted to use it. And I didn't use it all, but I almost used it all. Excuse me. Chenille Fuzz. So this one, I put, again, a piece of pellon on the back side of my stitching. And I do that to hold the stitches firm because I'm going to be digging in there and stuffing with my chopstick to get stuff in the, you know, the stuffing in the corners and that kind of thing. And I was stabbing at this thing pretty hard. And I didn't do my normal finish. My normal finish is to cut a slit in the back and then put a patch on there of some sort. But I did finish it here in the bottom, and I don't know if you can see it or not. There's a little bit of puckering, but it's almost all the way around where there is none. No other, so I think that's just the amount of stuffing. But this is so cute. I'm not quite fully finished because I do want to sew on when I sit down tonight. I'm gonna put it with Vam-Purr here to the side because I want to take one of my charms and put 2024 on it. But isn't it cute? So this is the second of my, her designs of this series that I've done. I did the strawberry, and I still have the bee skip. So cute. And then this is my backing fabric. But see how fat it is? I just stuffed it to within 1 inch of its life. But the chenille, perfect, but fuzzy. Ooh, Hanky's back in. Daddy let him back in. These are some of the freebie items that I have picked up. And again, to my plans for next year's strawberries. This is Sam Sarah's Design Studio. These are older patterns. This is why they were freebies, and I have loved these for a while. Did not know there were so many in the series, so I got many of them. I don't know if it's a complete series, but it's a lot of them. And I'm trying to look to see what the date is on these. (2011). So 13 years ago. So she gives you a way to stitch the berry, and you can see it's beaded, or to stitch the actual strawberry. And it looks like it has actual green fabric for the strawberry top, and it's buttonhole stitched around the edges. And you have an apple. with a cinnamon stick. And you can stitch just the apple slice, or you can assemble the apple slice. And then you have a pear and a turnip. She says beet. It is a beet. But you also get to assemble the top on that. And you have okra. And a lime, but no coconut. And a peach pepper, a pepper. And a watermelon. This is my least favorite. I don't like the top of this one. I would have to come up with something different. But you got garlic. I don't like this one either. Onion. What do you think's next? You ready? Kiwi. And my all-time favorite, even above the strawberry, peas in a pod. I really want to finish this. This is the cutest thing. This is the one I remember seeing. This one in the strawberry. I don't remember any of the other ones. And I'm so thankful for freebie tables, because if it hadn't been for that, I probably would not have found these again. And I did have them in order, I thought, but I must have looked at them again. No, I did. I had been fanning for them, because these were side by side. But I don't want to do the stitched part. We stitch all the time. There's only so much room, but wouldn't it be cute to have a little bowl with strawberries and peas in a pod and kiwi in it? So cute, so cute. And then I want to say more haul. So we sent a 24. I still have not finished up. I've finished the stitching, but have not fully finished. We sent a 23. It's on my dining room table. Maybe this week, we'll see. Back to the Grind by Silver Creek Samplers. And this one says, and so together they built a life they loved. I stitched an anniversary piece for my husband and I can't remember the designer, but it says Live, Laugh, Love. It was very stylized, and I put our initials into each side. It's hanging in our bedroom, but I may stitch that one for in here or switch them out, because I really do love my life. I love that man. And then this is Ducks in an Orchard. Now these are sold exclusively at Barefoot Needlework, so if you're interested in this, just check out their website. I'll link it below. This is a new designer, and her name is Susan Rabidi. Spelled like it sounds. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And she goes by A Gardener's Needle. Look at this. I love this. This is not her only one. I think she has maybe 6 designs out, and I have all of them but 2. Is that right? I've got about 4 of them. But this is her newest release, Ducks in the Orchard, and I absolutely love it. I'm thinking I'm going to start this before the end of the year. We'll see. And then I got something in the mail, because I got, let me just go through a few things at the same time. So I have another event, and I have gifties and things from that. And I'm looking for the scissors. Such a great time. This is from me. I put this on there. Such a great time. So I have, from Barbara, I have some floss bobbins with a cute little girl stitching, and some scissors with the sheath. and a thread catcher. And this is from Terry and Leslie. And then I'm trying to see what all I have stitching. So with that, because of that, and I don't know what I've done with it, I have this, which was an exclusive fob for buying the Liberty scissors from the Scissorist. And so these came in the mail day before yesterday, and look at the cute, look at the charm to go with the scissors. If I can find, if I remember to put those scissors in here, I'll share it with you in a minute. But if not, until then, I have this one from Miss Sherry that I can put on those Liberty scissors. That's why I had it to the side. And then these I picked up because for some reason, anytime I kit up something, and it's not often that I kit up when it's DMC because I have so much of it, I'm always missing a few colors. And I don't know if it's just because they're popular or what it is, but I can't remember if it was, I think it's $8.29 and not $8.39. I'm pretty sure it's $8.29. Oh, that's $8.98. That's the wrong one. $8.29. I'm always missing. So I picked up one because we went yesterday to do a grocery pickup, and I needed an $8.29. So I had to go out and buy a skein for just one length to finish what I was doing. I know I could have subbed, but I wanted to go get I needed a fix. I needed to get out of the house. I needed a fix. So here are 3 more things that I've kitted, or I'm in the process of kitting up, and 3 cool new bags. And I forget who sold this one, but I don't usually like the shimmer, but this one has more of an iridescent, even though it's a shimmer. I really like this one, and let's see what's inside. Do you ever put things away and forget what you put in it? Oh, and there's the inside fabric, and it's white with silver. I've wanted these for a while. I even put a needle minder on one of them that was gifted to me. Isn't that cute? I wanted these for a while and just haven't stitched them, but I'd like to have them on one piece. And I'm not sure, I'll have to look at the back. I don't think that there will be a problem in just stitching them in a row, but I'd like to do them all on one piece, one long piece. So I'm gonna do that. So they're in this beautiful new bag I have. And I have that trashy bag that, you know, I need something pretty to go in there. And then I have this wonderful bag from Barefoot Needle Arts. And why do I love it? Because I'm a parrot head. And one of my bucket list items for my life was to see him and I want to go to one of his concerts. And of course we lost him this year. So are any of you parrot heads? I know I'm not the only one. It's been a rough year for losing entertainers, hasn't it? And what's inside there? Another sow. Oh, there's the scissors. So I'm all in my patriotic feels. Between my Liberty needle minder. I also picked up this, and this is Lord, send me where you want me to go. Let me meet folks you want me to know. Excuse me. I'll start over, but hold on just a second. Let me try that again. Lord, send me where you want me to go. Let me meet folks you want me to know. Tell me the words you want me to say, and tenderly keep me out of your way. Isn't that so true? This is by Silver Creek Samplers. See the patriotic lady there? Little patriotic angel. Another fob. And a piece of marsh fabric, and this is a 28 count marsh fabric, and I have not pulled the threads, but with that parrot bag I also have one of the thread catches with that. What I like about these, I've made some myself, but I also love store merchandise too. I love this fabric. How cool is that? Made with Love by Barefoot Needleworks. These are the scissors that I was telling you about. Now this is my first pair of scissors of the Scissorist. And a lot of people that I talked to about these, excuse me, the lady selling these was very, she's a very good salesman. She had them laying next to some other scissors, a well-known scissor brand. And first she asked you to pick those up, snip with them, listen to them, how do they feel, what is the weight of them like in your hand, and then you pick up these. Now she says they're made in the USA, which is a good thing for me too. But they're made by someone who makes medical equipment for a living, and I don't know whether they joined in together or what the connection was, but this person made these scissors, and they're very precise. And listen, can you hear that? That butter snip, and look at Lady Liberty. Let me try to get myself out of the way. I want you to be able to see them. Can you see them better there? I really like these. I'm all in the patriotic feels. So I don't know whether I'm gonna do patriotic next year. I'm gonna do those strawberries. But right now I'm in the patriotic feels. Patriotic and Christmas. But this is another piece that I'll be stitching along with Kylie because we have nothing else to stitch along together, do we, honey? We're always coming with things, and then there's things we bought and still not started, and we're fussing because, excuse me again. I'm so thankful. They're very, the tip is very sharp, and so I have a sheath on the end, and I had to put that to the side, so I need to make sure that was on. But these are in a nice, and you can see again, that's the Scissorist. Very nice leather. Has that leather smell, you know what I mean? Like your dad, my dad used to wear belts, and he'd have them made every so often, and they smell so good. It reminds me of my dad. And then I have one other piece that I'll be stitching, or actually starting in just a week or so. And this is another barefoot bag. And those of you of the same age as me, one movie that I watched over and over and over as a teenager was Beetlejuice. And it's coming back out again, and some of the same actors are in it. I am so excited. So when I saw this bag, it's not exactly the colors that he wore, but it has Beetlejuice written all over it. So they made a fob with their logo on it, the B for Barefoot Needleworks. It's all about the striping and those colors. So let me show you what I've got inside. So it's another sal, and I'll be starting this on the 1st of October, even if it's only just a few colors, few threads. And this is another Silver Creek sampler, and this is the Wicked Stitcher Society. So I'll be stitching this one on a piece of cobblestone Lugana. I might have this mixed up. Excuse me. I need to look and see, make sure I don't have this mixed up with the other one. But I think this is what I chose, this one. Cobblestone Rogue Fabrics, and this is a 28 Lugana. And let me pull the colors. And I have another thread bed for that one, just like that matches. And look on the back side. Does that not yell Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice? You know, Twister just came out about a month or so ago, and I haven't had a chance to see it, but I want to. That was another movie I loved, but it was way after, probably, what, 10 years after Beetlejuice come out. And I'm just so excited to see it, and I hope it's good. Waited a long time for that one. What Hocus Pocus, was it last year? Finally come out, and I remember my kids would watch it. I wasn't think I was interested when it came out, but my kids loved it. And what else came out? Oh, the new on Netflix, Axel Foley. What's it called? Beverly Hills Cop. And this one, he's all grown up and has a daughter. But here are the colors. All but two. They're two fancy flosses. And Mona bought this for us. And I think I got all of us this. And Mona got us all of. So I'll be stitching this along with Kylie and Mona, and we're going to start it on the 1st. So the only other thing I haven't shared with you that I put some stitches on, and as soon as Vam-Purr is done, I will be working on this again. And this is Christmas Manor by, I don't want to say it wrong, I think it's Shannon Christine. Let me make sure. And I've got that in one of the Steno Stitches bags. Told you I love them. And this one, as you can see, I'm going to show you the inside of this one. Remember the other one had a needle rest and then a matching magnet, needle magnet. This one has the needle rest as like a little pocket wallet, but it still has the pocket and the zippered pouch in it. But anyway, it is Shannon Christine Designs Christmas Manor. And you can see I've got a couple, not only white, but some of the brown here. So I'm working on I've got my hair mixed in there. But this is my piece. I got a lot of feedback from the fabric again this time. So this is a 32. It's a Witchelt olive is what I'm stitching it for. She doesn't call for that on her piece. I don't see where she says the color of, just says symbol and thread key. I don't think it says the color of the fabric, but I changed it. I darkened it up, and this is olive. And so once I finished Vam-Purr, so when I get a chance to stitch after work this week, this is what I'll work on. This will be what's sitting home waiting on me. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for visiting with me and seeing all my goodies. And I hope to see you again next weekend. I hope you have a wonderful week. And really quick before I let you go, my husband did get his test results back. And I'm so thankful for the results. He still will have to be monitored on and off at least twice a year for just checking how his singular kidney is functioning, make sure it's continuing to keep up and do the work of two. The place that we were concerned about, because it's very near there, they will continue to monitor, because they're monitoring the kidney, they're going to monitor that as well, so it will be monitored more often than normal. But it's at this time, it's not anything that needs to be concerned with. It's not something that has to be removed. So again, the test results from his CAT scan, which was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, they come out much better, much better than we expected. So I'm going back to work this coming Monday. I have been approved to stay out with him another 3 weeks as needed, but we talked about it, and we think that as things are right now, I should be able to go back to work as long as, you know, I still have the ability to be out when I'm needed, and it's covered, and it not excused absences, but I am able to schedule any upcoming appointments and things like that and be out with him. But I don't feel like he needs the continual care right now. And I'm not that far from work, so if something comes up, I can always come home. But anyway, overall, thank you for the love and the friendship and the prayers, because it worked. It worked. Great results from the testing. Just an uplifting. It took a weight off of me. So anyway, thanks for watching. Again, come back next weekend. I hope I have some fun things to share. Maybe a finish on that 2023 Wee Santa. We'll see. Until next time, Hugs and Stitches. Bye-bye.